What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and CreateSpace. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I'll put it up. Thank you, everybody, for supporting. This video is entitled An Unprofessional Culture, Our Unprofessional Culture. In America, really what's been, besides decorum and ethics and integrity, one of the major problems that people are having with society is unprofessionalism. And what I mean by unprofessionalism is everything that you would think that makes you successful in life has to be under the banner of being professional, being a professional. When you become a professional, you're proficient, right? You can do it better than anybody. You're efficient. You're efficient with your time. You're punctual. In America, our culture is unprofessional. Very unprofessional. We're a laissez-faire culture. Now, what do I mean by that? We have a fast food culture. Fast food is food that you can get just like that. But because it's fast, it's rushed. It's not done meticulously, right? It doesn't look. You can't put effort into something. You have to, bam, get it out. So you have to be a professional rusher. And good things, take time. But the thing about that is, we take that into the culture, as in, we want the culture to be fast food to us too. See, we want to rush the culture to hurry up for us. And then we want everybody to rush to get out of our way because we're not on time. We're unprofessional. Take case in point. I have a smartphone right here. It has the time on it. I can set my alarm. You know how many people are on their phone so much, but they don't set their alarm? They have places to be, but they're on their phone like a child so much that they're on the phone with the time on the phone and are still late to where they need to go. That's unprofessional. You're on a smartphone and you're still late to where you gotta go, and you can put it and you can have a memo on your phone and an alarm there. But it's okay for you to do that and be late and to be looked at. And to think it's wrong for a person to look at you as if you're not bright. I was late. How are you late? There's a clock on your phone. There's a clock you have a watch on. There's a clock in your car. There's a clock, the radio, if you listen to music, it tells you the time. There's a clock. If you're going along the freeway, eventually the time might pop up, depending on what type of city you're in. So you're late. You can't even be on time. You're unprofessional. But you'll be in traffic having road rage, telling people to get out of your way when you initially weren't on time in the first place. And let's get to that about being our unprofessional culture. If you're running late, you don't call in advance to let a person know you might be late. See, people would normally say, hey, before they had cell phones, you tell someone, look, I was stuck in traffic. And people will understand, the word to get around, it's a traffic jam on such and such. I got on this freeway. It was a traffic jam. Took me extra amount of time. So, but that didn't absolve you from, it was expected of you to leave early enough to be there even if there was a traffic jam. So if you were 5, 10, 20 minutes late, somebody would say, okay, they're late because of the traffic jam, but they actually left early enough that even with the traffic jam, they came late, but it was still reasonable. See, now people are unreasonable. But you want the world to rush. Everybody get out of my way because I'm late, but y'all need to move. Unprofessional. When people do jobs, they take this to the, You know, people have jobs that they make a living and they're unprofessional at the job. You know, you know, I've been there where, you know, if you got a uniform, you don't want to wear your uniform properly because you feel like it's not cool. That's unprofessional. You're doing your job, but you got to do it in a way that's unprofessional to the person on the other side of the service, because you got to have your job swag. That's unprofessional. It's highly unprofessional. And or you have people who I'm upset, I'm stressed, I need a stress break. That is very unprofessional. Even if you get mad, you still have a job to do. See that this snowflake reality people are living in, where I'm so upset that I'm gonna, like, I remember I went and got my oil changed, and the person who was changing my oil was upset at something that had nothing to do with me. I was the only car there. Everybody, they were done with everybody else, so I was the only car there. But it was like 11, 12. So they were so mad, they went on a break. I'm the only car there. They went on a break. I was there for an hour and a half to get an oil change, and I was the only car there. And so other cars came after I was there, but they had to wait an exorbitant amount of time too, because they just needed a break. And I was like, you know, and then you got to sit people down and say, so because you're mad, you took time out of it. It would be different if I came on the back end of a long pair of lines, but I waited like somebody who been in like 15th in line just because you're upset. That's unprofessional. You know, when we have a culture where, going back to time, where you'll be late and then rush the customer. This is the culture we live in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an unprofessional culture. Like, this is how people actually get down in America. Like, you know, getting to that. People who are either not knowledgeable about their job, or they purposely aren't knowledgeable when they're trying to explain what they're trying to do to get over on a customer. That's unprofessional. You know, a lot of people got burnt, and this is why a lot of these services that people have done in the past are now done online, and people don't want to deal with people, is because of the lack of professionalism. Like, it's doing face-to-face, hand-to-hand business has become, it started to go away with the dinosaur, because when you deal with people, people feel like they're too good to be in a position there, and so they you know, they don't do the small things professionally. You know, they don't care about their job because they don't feel like they're making enough money, so they're doing a half-ass job explaining their service to you, or being knowledgeable about their service to you. So there's no word of mouth business that could get back to a person because you're unprofessional and nobody wants to deal with you. There's no repeat business with that unprofessionalism. You know, thus me saying professionalism 30,000 times because I just want to drive this home. But this is the point. Like, this is the culture. You know, a person will be doing a service for you, and they tell you they know what they're doing, and you call back and you say, look, you didn't tell me this, and this. Oh, let me get right back to you. I didn't even know that. Wait. You spoke to me as if you knew everything you was talking about, and now I come back to you because I had to research on my own and find this stuff out. And you didn't tell me about you told me about the pros, but not the cons. And now I'm telling you about the cons, and now you need to get back to me because you didn't know them. But this is what you do for a living? That's unprofessional. You know, it's unprofessional to think that you can constantly make mistakes at something and be considered professional. This is our society. I do this every day. Well, if you do this every day, how come you're not doing it good every day? Like, you should be getting better at it, not worse. I mean, that's common sense, right? But this is the culture we live in. Our culture is unprofessional. And then people are mad about why things are, quote unquote, going downhill and why the country's been in debt for years, because from the top down, from the governmental level down, from the top of the religious level down, from top of business level down, it's all unprofessional. The key is to get the money first. That's it. Like that's what makes you a good businessman. You accumulated the money, not that you actually rendered a good service. So this is what the problem with this country is. From the top down, our culture is unprofessional. Because even those professional people on the top, what do they want to do? They want to get paid for being off golfing and off saying they're making deals and on vacation while they're on the clock. That is unprofessional. But I'm out. Peace.